I know you were briefed this week on the September 2nd strikes by Admiral Frank Bradley. Now we're hearing from the Defense Secretary today. I'm curious if you're satisfied with the Secretary's explanation.
I am not, and I've seen the video, and it should be released to the public so people can see it. The way it's being described, even in your report there, was wildly misleading and inaccurate. Because what happens, so the boat gets hit, and we've all seen the video of the boat catching on fire, but the second video, which they have not released, shows the remains of that boat. And it is capsized, and the two men are clinging to the bow of the boat. It's hard to tell because the rest of it's underwater. It's pretty clear, I think, that the boat had been broken in half at this point, and they were clinging to what remained of it, which, like I said, had been capsized. They were not armed. They did not have any communications devices. They were thinking, cling to the top of this boat. And the idea that the cocaine had survived, there was no evidence of that. I mean, I suppose it's possible that it was tucked underneath that small remaining piece of the boat after the fire, but it seems highly unlikely. If the public can see that video, they're going to be every little bit as troubled as I am by the decision to make that second strike.
And so the president says he supports releasing the full video. The defense secretary, as we noted at the beginning of our show, has not, he just keeps saying they're reviewing it because of ongoing operations. He wouldn't commit to releasing the full video. We've seen, as you know, video of multiple strikes, some released on the same day.
Yep.
Why do you think they won't release this one?
They won't release it because it looks bad for them. Period, full stop. There's no sources, there's no methods, there's nothing revealed by this. You know, certainly nothing more than what's revealed by all of the footage that they have released to date on multiple different strikes. So the only reason they won't release it is because it directly contradicts what the secretary has claimed. And if the president wants to release it, last time I looked, his job is, he's the president. He could go ahead and release it. So I urge them to do so, and I also urge to have a public hearing where Secretary Hegseth comes in and answers questions from congressional oversight hearings, like House Armed Services and Senate Armed Services, to get an explanation on this, because this seems like a clear violation of the rule of law. And look, you know, the Secretary just doesn't seem to think that the law applies to him. Let's start with the fact that he calls himself the Secretary of War. The law says he's the Secretary of Defense. You can't just ignore the law because you feel like it. It should matter to people, regardless of party.
And